Okay, we're back from the moon to meet up with Tancred. Gods! I can't scarcely believe we went to the moon and back. But we have time to reflect on that later. Right now, we need to head back to the Camp Broken Glass and deliver a thoroughly detailed report to Lucia. I'd like very much to know how everyone is going on here as well. They've only just begun to treat the tempered prisoners when we left. I can share your curiosity, but warring allies on the final day is of greater importance. I speak not only on the contingent, of course. The heads of state of every nation must know what we have learned. We know not when or where or in what manner the final days will begin to manifest, and so we must see that everyone is prepared. Agreed, though we must wish to stress the importance of discretion, lest the public be sent into panic. Not that anyone in a position of responsibility should need to be told as much, but it bears repeating. Anyway, first things first, to the camp in Broken Grass. Okay. Honestly, I was just there, but might as well just teleport there. Boop. Okay, let's talk to the commander, telling the whole situation with the impending doom of the final days. Although that we discover a spaceship in the moon. It's good to see you all again. No worries for your lunar adventure, I hope. We've done what we can for now, and we believe we intend to tell you all about it. But before we do, might you tell us what became of the Garland in our absence? We succeeded in subduing the temper inside the Tower of Babel. We took many lives, but we combined with those we've already have in our custody. The numbers required of care has grown exponentially. The climate condition had made it a bit difficult, if not impossible, to treat them all here, and so we have petitioned aid from the Alliance nations. Some are understandably hesitant to proffer assistance, particularly those that we were but recently objected to imperial occupation. That said, several others have agreed to grant them refuge for treatment. With the assistance of your fellow Scions, we endeavor to see them safely transported and subsequently cured from their temper. Will all the temper be relocated? It's a great question. Like, would they all be, transported to one location so it'd be better taken a look after? Not at all, no. We have sufficient shelters to attend to those whose treatments has begun, and enough healers have volunteered to remain until their patients have recovered. Julius is one such patient, though he is not yet fit to receive visitors. Truth be told, it was a miracle he and those in his company were not harmed in the chaos. If not for Opnod and Astley's timely assistance, I dare say, none of them would be with us today. In light of recent developments, have the Alliance leaders come to any decision regarding Garland? Given the tremendous ramifications of what happened here, it would take time to determine what must be done. In the meantime, they intend to work with the Eastern Alliance to keep a close watch over the provinces. We have other two news to share. Shortly after Almas was defeated, we received report that each and every tower had vanished. Sweet. For Mercy, the process was apparently not quite as violent as that you have experienced in Tanavir. Those who were trapped within them had been rescued and receiving treatment. To hasten this endeavor, the Beast Tribe have received instructions in the magic needed to cure the temper. Oh, fun fact, they are apparently changing the title Beast Tribe to something else, which I don't know why they're doing it, but I guess they have their reasons. Master Matoy is no doubt thrilled that the Mother Pixie afforded her so many visitors. Yes, we are grateful for her ongoing efforts, as well as those of your comrades near and far. As for the contingent, several of our members have been granted leave to return to their homelands after the transfer of timber has been completed. Lucia and I will remain along with the small forces to continue offering aid to those here in Garland. The Empire may be no more, but there are yet those who call these lands home. I believe the accounts for the recent events here. So, what about the moon and Teperoli? Well, about that. The final days. Gods, I pray your victory will mark the end of our troubles, but spark new ones. There's still much we don't know, but the Alliance leaders must be told. Would you be willing to contact them in our stead? Yes, of course. I will send word forthwith. We'll also receive your fellow Scions from their present duties, that they may return to sharlayan. Your emergencies are better spent finding a means to avert the coming apocalypse. I don't know why I stuttered there. Speaking of your fellow Scions, you will be happy to hear that Mistress Creel, though still on the med, has been moved to the Bestonian Annex and been given into the Tartarus care. Thank you. I look forward to seeing them both upon our return. Let's be on our way then. One last thing, if I may. After your confrontation with Zodiac, you said Xenos took his leave, and in all likelihood have returned here to Garland. I have a mind to dispatch a scout to try and ascertain his whereabouts, but first wish to ask if you believe there is a merit in his doing so. Well, the only thing in mind is me, so I think the only thing he really wants is just fight me to the death. If they found him, they will not likely live to tell the tale. If you're expecting a tale of destruction to a fellow, you won't find one. An honorable but futile endeavor. Honestly, I think I'll go with the first one. If they found him, they will not likely tell the tale. I suppose you're right. To dispatch a good soldier in pursuit of such a beast would be sending them to their deaths. Pray forget I entertained the notion. While on the subject of Xenos, the 10th Legion had made an official proclamation. They denounced the Crown Prince and condemned his role in his Emperor's downfall. His very title has been a source of shame upon his former subjects, and he continues use serve only to hinder relations with foreign nations. For this reason, he has been declared a Xenos Theater Glavrous, outcast and enemy of Garland. Vandan is no more, and now his own people turn against him. It seems he's not but his bloodlust to keep him of company. Better than the enemy to see it sated. At any rate, I'll not keep you longer. I pray you safe passage back to Sharlayan. I stuttered that much. Alright, Maxia, Lucia, take care. Hope the frontier has been taken care of. Now we need to go back to Sharlayan and deal with these people and higher ups that they're been neglecting information for the public. Let's teleport back. Okay, so I need to go back to the inn. Are you done? Annex. Oh, hi Krill, hi Toto. It's nice to see you guys. Krill, are you doing alright? Welcome back, Artorias. We are so terribly worried about you. Though it is plain that I have caused my own share of worry. And for that, I apologize. Hyland called me to that day, and when he entered Tower of Babel, her pleas were faint but desperate. And I knew at once she required a vessel to carry out her own will. What came after it feels like a dream, barely remembered, my body flowing throughout the light stream towards Garland. When I regained consciousness, I was all aches and frostbite, exhausted of Aether. So exhausted, in fact, I can only laugh, for it was in that moment I understood Raha's weariness for the Tower of Zot. Would that I have laughed at a time like this, though we prevented Zodiacs from being unleashed upon the world. I'm curious to know what else took place there on the moon. And perhaps that would wait for the others to join us before you give your account. Let's reconvene in the main hall once they have arrived. Okay. Okay, so in the meantime, I will wait for everyone to reconvene inside the main hall. Oh, damn it. There we go. And here is everyone else, except where is Alice? Oh, there she is. Sorry that I kept you all waiting. Not at all. We understand you've been quite busy. Will Yuhinjir be joining us then? Well, unfortunately for Yuhinjir, he has other matters that needs attending to. Duty keeps him away, I'm afraid, though Arcturus can explain why better than I. So, apparently Yujiri is tasked to help on the relocation of everyone from here to the ship, and he is in charge of everything. The final days, as befell Amrot. And we are to escape via the moon? What sort of source and its reflections? I have no intention of standing by while the world falls to ruin. So, how do we stop this? Unfortunately, we have no answer at present. If the celestial current has grown stagnant, as it was the case in the time of Amrot, the solution would be to alter the flow of Aether throughout the entirety of the star. The ancient accomplished this by summoning Zodiac, sacrificing half of the star's population in doing. But it should go without saying as such a sacrifice cannot be repeated. Which leaves us with the daunting task to identify the unyielding catalyst for the final days, a feat which even the Amaratis could not even accomplish. Unfortunately, we found no clues in the Maya Lometrum. There's still much we don't know about the catastrophe itself, let alone what may have caused it. The final days were marked with the corruption of the Amaratis, creation magics. But we command no such power, which invites the question, what havoc is in store for us? If we knew that much, perhaps we could draw some parallel to the events of the past, and hereby form some semblance of a plan. Perhaps we could start with the form. Then, having worked with the Loporits in secret all this time, there's surely more they can tell us. Forgive the interruption, but I have urgent news! The form is holding a public assembly in the plaza outside. Some sort of announcement. What is Father up to now? There's only one way to find out. Go outside and find out what this announcement is all about. Okay, what do you have to announce to the public? Are you finally gonna tell the citizens of Sharlayan that the final days is upon us, and we need to seek shelter on the moon?
Ah, 皆の者、静粛に、静粛に。まずは急な召集に応じてくれたことに深く感謝しよう。今日これからする話はシャーレヤンの今後、いや世界の今後にまつわる重大なもの。故にあえて古き議会の在り方にのっとり、できる限り全ての市民に集まってもらったのだ。近頃国外においてテロフォロイと名乗る集団が騒ぎを起こしているのを耳にした者もいるだろう。それ自体は人の世にありふれた騒乱に過ぎない。しかし彼らが終末という言葉を用いたことで哲学者議会は警戒を強めていたのだ。我々はかつて去るお方から予言を預かった。終末の最悪を招かんとする者、地に名を馳せしとき、真なる終末が天より注ぎて星を食らわん。
Well,
聞いたことのない予言だ。
well, the cat's out of the bag now.
災いを暗示しているのかしら。
まあ待て、具体的に話したいところだが、そのためにはまず我々にかけられた魔法を解かねばならん。
我らのことの葉を覆う者よ、消えたまえ。戒めはことごとく解けよ。
Wait a minute, is that the shielding that we had for the charms?
これでようやく我々が抱えてきた使命を明らかにできる。あとは頼めるかね。
That's kind of like the whole principle for those talismans we had to shield us from the tower itself. So, I wonder why they're doing it now. You know, the towers are all gone already.
承知しました。遡ることおよそ270年前、我らが祖先は低地ドラバニアにて世界探索を敢行した。それについては皆も知るところだろう。だがその真なる成果は議会によって秘されてきた。彼らは探索の最中で開口したのだ。星の医師ハイデリンに。
ハイデリン herself.
ハイデリンは我らの祖先に先の予言を、星を終焉に導くような最悪が訪れる可能性を示唆し、同時に一つの救いを提示した。 機は巨大な船であると。そこに地上の生命を運び、新天地を目指すように教えたのだ。さながら箱舟によって大洪水による破滅を逃れた我らが始祖ニュンクレフのように。
事実、月にはハイデリンの要する協力者がおり、我々は幾度か彼らと交信を行ってきた。もって予言を事実になりうるものだと確信した我らは、この国を発展させると同時に月へと運び出すべき知恵を収集してきたのだ。
それを今明かしたということは、まさかその最悪の到来が近いのですか？
月の協力者から時来たれりの信号があった。もはやいつ星が終焉を迎えてもおかしくない。よって我らはこれよりこの星からの大撤収を行う。本計画を主導するのは、低地ドラバニアからの大撤収でも手腕を振るった彼フルシュの氏だ。
Well then.
知恵ある者よ、賢き同胞よ。これから起こる未曾有の危機は未だかつてないほど世界を混乱に陥れるだろう。故にこそ我らシャーレアンの民は冷静によどみなく世界の救済に向けて進まなければならない。
Salvation, huh?
断言しよう。我らの英知はそれを果たすに足るものだと。皆が良き船員となり、凛々しきニュンクレフとなるのだ。必ずやこの荒波を乗り越え、最悪後の新時代を共に生きよう。
具体的な方策は追って各機関より伝達する。焦らずに普段の仕事を維持しつつ指示に従ってほしい。では解散。
For people that are saying that the world is about to end, they're very calm about it, but again, they're all scholars and such. I'm pretty sure like the regular Joe will all be in a panic. Like, oh no, the final days, what should we do? But given that their situation, would they also rely this information to the populace itself, not just here in Sharlayan? Or there's gonna be like, oh, only a select few will gain access to salvation?
「ねえアルフィノ、この前お母様から言われたことを覚えてる？お父様が議員としての活動に心血を注ぐようになったのは私たちが生まれてからだって。
Yeah, which is this moment.
その活動っていうのが星からの脱出計画を進めることなら、お父様が逃がしたかったのは。
ああ、きっとそうだったのだろうね。すまない。少しだけ時間をもらってもいいだろうか。一言父と話してきたいんだ。
Sure, Apna, get some closure with your dad at least. Take your time. Keep it civil, eh? Keep it civil, eh?
わかった。十分に注意するよ。
私も一緒に行くわ。 伝えたいことは同じでしょうけど。
どうした？また逃げずに戦えとでも言いに来たのか？
いいえ、私たちは哲学者議会の計画に反対はしません。逃げることを望む人を安全に逃がしてあげてほしい。月にはお父様もご存知のウリエンジがとどまっています。何かあれば彼がシャーレヤンと月のクルーたちをつないでくれるでしょう。
お前たちはどうするつもりだ？
私たちはさまざまな土地を旅し、多くの文化や人に触れてきました。そこかしこに地図や書物で見るだけでは測りきれないような時間と思いの積み重ねがあった。
So what did you get?
そうしたものを守り、愛し、求め、時に命を懸けて挑んだ人たちを大勢見てきました。それだけじゃない。シャーレヤンや月の技術をもってしても救えない場所にだってかけがえのない仲間がいる。
Yeah, what would you have them do if they're unwilling to leave to said ark? Would you abandon them to their deaths?
だから私は今度こそ胸を張ってこう答えましょう。彼らのために、彼らと共に私は戦い続けると。
分かってくれってもう言わないわ。ただお父様にも見ていてほしい。子供だからできないとか、賢い者は争いを避けるべきだとか、そういう決めつけはなしで。私たちが走っていく姿ちゃんと見ててよね。
Aww.
邪魔をしないならばそれでいい。
Man, being the cool, collected father, so you can save face in front of your children. Deep down, he's proud for his children. Even though I find him like a bastard earlier, just disowning them for certain reasons.
いい短歌だったんじゃない？かっこよかったわよ、二人とも。
あそこまで言い切ったんじゃ、無策だってなんだってそうそう音を上げられないな。
One thing for sure, he doesn't really show that his affection for them, but he's there somehow, even though it's kind of hard to tell.
あげないわよ。最後の最後までここで生きたい人がいる限り週末に立ち向かってやるわ。
だとしたら一度しっかり休んでおかないとな。ここのところそれぞれ強行軍だったんだ。
Yeah, we need to get all rested for the upcoming excursion.
特にお前はゾディアークとの戦いも含めてぶっ続けだろう。今日はもうフラフラ出歩かずに分間で休めよ。
Yeah, I think I do deserve a nice rest.
それじゃあみんなで帰ろうか。また明日から戦うために。
Thank you guys for watching my recording session for Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker's main MSQ. And if you have any comments, put them down below the video as well. And if you like this video, please click the like button. It's very much appreciated. If you are curious on whatever I upload on my YouTube channel, you can give it a look. And if you're curious on getting in touch on what I upload, you can subscribe and don't forget to click the bell icon. And of course, I have projects that are going on my channel, which are right now Final Fantasy XIV Raid, Trial, MSQ Broadcast, Java's Minions, Mounts, anything related to Final Fantasy XIV. Secondly, which will be Freight Grand Order, Lost Bill 4, 5, the events, the challenge quests, and anything that are related to Fate Grand Order. And lastly, which would be Persona 5, the Royal. Whenever the existence of actually starting to record that again will be in the near future. This has been Ravensleep 45. Take care, stay safe, and have a pleasant Final Fantasy 14 day.